An Emmerdale character is set to be found dead in a brutal new twist. Killer John Sugden strikes again, after scenes on Friday saw him take brutal action. Stumbling across someone having a medical emergency, with them clearly lifeless, John made a decision that led to him effectively claiming another victim. While seemingly unplanned, John visited the house of patient Owen, the newcomer who drugged John's brother Robert Sugden recently, only to find him dying. He was found slouched and pale on the sofa, clearly needing urgent help. John initially began to act, checking for a pulse before preparing to call the emergency services. But he suddenly stopped and decided to take a more brutal action, leaving him to die. Not only did he cover his tracks and wipe away any evidence of him having been there, he literally left Owen dying on the sofa knowing he would not be saved. It wasn't really clear if he was breathing when John checked his pulse, as John didn't begin trying to resuscitate him, so perhaps he was still alive. That said, he was motionless and didn't look good at all. Given John's plan to frame him for Nate Robinson's murder, it did seem that Owen was in fact dead, or that John knew by the time he would be found he would have died. John wrote up something on Owen's laptop which is discovered by the police next week, after they find his dead body where John left it. Liam Kavanagh will discover the death after the doctor visits Owen on a call-out, and when he can't get through to him he calls the police. Liam had actually turned up on Friday, before noting to John something did not seem right. Liam had no idea John was there, panicked, when the former showed up to see Owen. John remained out of sight and silent until Liam left, before he fled himself. Liam's concern leads to the discovery of Owen's body next week, as well as a suicide note and a confession to Nate's death. Owen is found dead, and John's plan goes as he hopes, as Owen is made the prime suspect in Nate's murder. Nate's family are told and John feigns surprise over the news. So John has now claimed another victim, months on from killing Nate and dumping his body in the lake. John didn't actually kill Owen, who seemed to overdose, but he still knowingly let him die on purpose. The medic did not raise the alarm or help him, and instead chose to basically watch him die so he could set him up for his own dark crime. He then left the scene, leaving his body behind without telling anyone what had happened. Owen very likely could have been saved if John had acted or called for help. The only issue is Claudette Anderson tells John's brother Robert next week how John had visited the house before he died, so perhaps he hasn't entirely covered his tracks. Emmerdale airs weeknights at 7:30 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX, with an hour-long episode on Thursdays.